Yo, what up everyone? Welcome back, my little MPs or MP juniors. I don't know what I'm saying. I have a sick video for you today. It is a top 10 most cheap and OP strikers under 50k. And I think 2 or 3 of them are, maybe I should have gone for a little cheaper than that, but I thought it'd be nice to put at least a couple that are under 50k. So since my channel is mostly dedicated to squad builders, I thought this would be an interesting video, and I may still do midfielders and defenders and maybe a special one just on cams. I'm not too sure if that'll make sense. So maybe on wingers. Wingers might need its own separate one, but all depends on whether you guys want to see this. I thought I'd do this because many people wait for squad builders, so maybe this might give them a little outlook on and an idea to build a squad around a certain, because a striker is very important for your squad builder. Now, starting it off, we have Ahmed Musa. 93 pace, 82 dribbling, 76 shooting, 56 physical, and 65 passing. Now, he's the type of striker that's obviously pure pace and great finesse shot. Not the best of long shots, but use him for counterattacks. I don't know if you should use him as your solo striker, depending on whether you have reasonable, reliable wingers. Now, he's not the best for heading, like I'm talking about. He's in the box for his finishing. And the odd occasional header will work no matter how small you are. We've seen it in the past on FIFA. This guy is definitely a hidden gem. He was actually one of the top voters by you guys. A lot of you guys gave me a lot of input to go for that, so I give him at least an 8 out of 10 overall. Now we're going with Niang. I've used Musa, of course I should mention that. Now Niang, I have only used him I think once when I first got into FIFA, and he was actually really good. Now I liked his shots outside the box. His finesse shots were also good. His pace is blistering. That's what you'd want. So his dribbling may let you down a bit, but other than that, I think he's a very OP striker. Now, Rashford needs no introduction. A lot of you have mentioned this guy, and I've seen a lot of you wreck. I know someone that played like 10 games and won like 30 goals with him. I can't really say much. His 73 shooting doesn't seem like that. When you shoot with him, it feels like he has 80. Honestly, at times, definitely recommend you should pick him up, but not as a solo striker. Maybe with 2 strikers there, I'm not too sure. But 4-3-3, to be honest, any striker is reliable there, to be honest, because depending on your wingers and midfielders. But that's totally up to you. 65 physical. Some of these players, like regardless of their physical and shooting, they just are like hidden gems. They're just ridiculously good. Now, moving into the 4th player. Of course, Bakambu. 88 pace, 80 dribbling, can also pass, 72 passing, 78 shooting, 75 physical. Astonishing. I really enjoyed using this guy. Use him in a cam as well for one of my squad builds. Use him as a striker as well. Definitely the best for me personally in this entire squad. He can play in cam, he can play in striker. I like a striker like that. Definitely deserves a 9 out of 10. Rashford, I would say, deserves an 8 out of 10. Niang, an 8 out of 10 as well. They're all going to be around the similar rating. Ratings, personally, that shouldn't really matter with when I give it to you. I'm just giving you an input on how these players are. Now, Lukaku, 82 pace feels like 85 pace. His dribbling, you don't really have to care about that, but when you use right RB to dribble in and out, he's really good at weaving in and out. His long shots and his finishing is exceptional. I give Lukaku a 9 out of 10. I think he's fantastic. Really strong and great in the box. Great aerial presence and threat. Presence? Cavani. Not too expensive, good in the box, great heading. I know you're thinking 76 pace. Trust me, he's got great agility. Like I said, I don't really look at in-game stats on the card. He's fantastic. Mostly get the crosses in, let him head it. Even leading a counterattack, the guy can build so much momentum and just seem to have like 85 pace. I like him, and on a lot of FIFAs, I prefer him to be a solo striker. I know you might think a solo striker should have pace, but not with Cavani. I actually enjoy him in a 4-3-3. Gamiero, a lot of you have enjoyed him. I've used him in a squad build, and a lot of you, actually, I think he got just about the same amount of votes as Ahmed Musa. I think he's great. And 84 shooting on a standard card and under 50k is fantastic. Now, only 3 of them are like 30k or so. The rest are within the 5k range to 10k range, I think. So, yeah, Gamiero, great. Not the best of pace, but like I said, don't really focus on the actual in-game stats or on the card. Sometimes they feel a lot faster. And of course, you got the money, you can get a good chemistry style. 79 dribbling is also really good for him. Now, this guy, the cheap Ibra. Again, a lot of votes came in with this guy. I haven't used him personally. I know I shouldn't be giving advice on a player that I haven't used. There's only 2 players in this squad I haven't actually used, and it's this guy and the other guy I mentioned earlier. I think it was Niang. Oh, well, I did use Niang for 1 game, but yeah. This guy, great aerial presence from what I've heard. A lot of you guys have given me great information on him. Fantastic finisher, and a lot of you use him for the FUT Champions from what I've heard as well. Definitely give him around, well, I can't give him a rating per se, but the way you guys have talked about him, I'd have to say 7.5 maybe, 8? Maybe 9 actually. I can't honestly give you a rating, just scrap the rating for him because I haven't used him. That would be wrong to give you that. But Sturridge, 89 pace, 81 dribbling, 83 shooting, 70 physical, 69 passing. His outside the foot shot is phenomenal. Long shots are great. Extremely amazing pace. Finesse shot. I think his weak foot was the only thing that was a problem with him, but great player there. I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. Yeah, but very rare someone's going to get a 10 out of 10. But I think the closest probably Lukaku and Bakambu. I think they're fantastic. Now this guy Han, I used him, his Movember card, which only has a physical upgrade. I've used his normal card and his Movember card. I'm doing a squad builder with him soon. I think he's a fantastic player. Definitely a hidden gem. Great shooting outside the box and in the box as well. Good pace, average 85. Pato, dubbed as the next Ronaldo when he was young, burst on the scene at AC Milan. 86 pace, 80 dribbling, 70 shooting. I think he's great. Finessing, outside the box shots, pace. I think he's great. I think he gets an 8 out of 10 as well. Eder, one of, I think, the best strikers to go for in the Serie A or Calcio. If you're if you don't have many coins, you can get him for 700 coins. If you snipe him, get him for 650. I think he's great as well. Also, an 80 shooting overall is fantastic. 85 pace and 83 dribbling. His card stats 73 passing. Honestly, if you compare him to the others, that's actually a really good balance. And I have to say, I'd give him an 8.5 out of 10. I've used him for 2 squad builders, and I think he's phenomenal. This is my opinion on these guys. I'm not saying that. Like the ratings, I wouldn't really focus on too much. The 3 at the bottom aren't part of the top 10. They're an honorable mention, I might as well say. If you guys want to see a midfielder or defensive or wingers, please mention in the comment section. It's important. And also, if you missed the last video, there's a giveaway involved in that. Go check it out. I'll put the link in the description to that video. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed this. Mention down below. It's important so I know whether to work on the next one. But yeah, I hope this gives you a little insight on some of the players and stuff. I was going to put gameplay in, but then it wouldn't make sense to put 2 clips. I could get the best clips and just completely, it wouldn't make a difference to actually what I'm saying. It's better for me to give my information on them. But out of all of these, I'd have to say Bakambu, Lukaku, Gamiero, definitely the 3 best players for me that I've used and I think are great in this. Out of the top 10, I'm not including the honorable mentions. Eder, I wanted to put him in there as well into the top 10. Don't think the honorable mentions mean they're bad. They are great. But yeah, as always, subscribe to my channel if you're new. Have a wonderful day, guys. Peace.